Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be dialing in from around the world. I'm very excited to be sharing with you this opportunity called RideBNB. And as you can see on the screen here, we've got a tagline that says, "Welcome to the world's first community building program on the opBNB blockchain." Now, if you're brand new to the world of cryptocurrency and just even the thought of Bitcoin, um, Dogecoin, or anything like that scares you, just put a two in the chat for me. If you're brand new to the world of cryptocurrency, just put a two in the chat so I've got an idea of who I'm engaging with today on the call. I'm going to be sharing with you some terminology that you may not be familiar with and things of that nature. But by the time we've ended this call, it should take no more than 30 odd minutes. I hope you have a heightened appreciation for what we're doing and how you can position yourself financially to take advantage of what we're doing here. So I can see there's a two there. Thank you very much, Anne, and for letting us know, and anybody else that is also brand new to this. Okay, so the great thing of what I love about this, ladies and gentlemen, is your knowledge or lack of does not prevent you from making money with our platform. Okay, and it's almost like you're gonna earn while you learn, kind of thing, right? So again, thank you very much for putting the twos in the chat. It's always good for me to know how I'm going to address this information. So what is a smart contract? I'm glad you asked me. A smart contract is a self-executing digital agreement encoded in code operating on the blockchain platforms like Ethereum. It automates contract enforcement, enhancing transparency, security, and efficiency by eliminating intermediaries. Widely used in sectors like finance and supply chain management, smart contracts streamline processes and build trust through decentralization. However, they also face challenges such as code vulnerabilities and legal complexities. So, it's in essence, my friends, we are doing something which does not require anybody to give approval for. It's coded on what we call the blockchain, and the blockchain is, if you will, a public ledger. Okay, where you can see transactions happening, you can see everything that's taking place. And this is one thing what I love about what we have here, because we have a level of transparency that you don't get to see a lot of the times when people get involved in different projects. And what scares people in other projects when it comes to the world of cryptocurrency, what we have here is something that is very transparent. So the advantages of that is, we have this RideBNB affiliate program, giving us that automation transactions, insurance transparency, eliminating intermediaries. We don't need a third party to request a withdrawal. This is automated straight to your wallet. It boosts security, reduces fraud, streamlines operations, and distinguishes RideBNB from centralized platforms. So you may have heard of the word Web3, and basically we're talking about a decentralized environment. Okay, so we're not relying on an email and password to log in to our wallet in order for us to do business. We don't need a KYC, know your customer. So therefore, anybody anywhere around the world can get involved with us just with a smart phone and a smart app. And I'll show you what the apps we use in order for you to be up and running. So we literally lowers the barrier entry to get involved. We have this in this program. So it's ownership free. There's no admin, immutable code, no payout requests required, fully decentralized on the blockchain, instant payouts 24/7. We have a global reach. It's a stable plan, compensation plan, no management control, autonomous operation, and it runs on the opBNB blockchain, not on a centralized server. So that's the big distinction I want you to take away, especially for those of you who are brand new to the world of cryptocurrency. We're going to be talking about different applications and different apps that do not require you to log in with your email and password. You do not need to provide your date of birth, what country you live in, anything. You can be a totally autonomous and be making money, okay? Which is really the core reason why a lot of us got involved in Bitcoin when it first came out and when we started to learn about it, because again, it's not required for you to have any particular details in order for you to participate in it. But of course, the powers that be want to control it, manipulate it. But that's one thing what I love about the world of cryptocurrency is that we have something that they can't control. And it doesn't stop there, my friends. Blockchain and smart contracts add more powerful capabilities, and you're going to learn more about that as we go on. So what is BNB? Great question. Once again, this is a token on the Binance network. And if you've heard of an exchange called Binance, pretty much the biggest exchange in cryptocurrency out there. I do remember when this token kind of came to my knowledge around 2017. Didn't know so much about it. Probably missed out on buying it for dirt cheap, like a lot of things. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Whatever we may have missed out on, and some people say, "Oh, did you miss out on this? Miss out on that?" There's no missing out. You know, you may be just acquiring knowledge so that you can make a more informed decision. And today, my friends, this is what this Zoom is about. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what to buy, where to invest it. I'm just going to simply show you a way. If you do what others that have joined this before us have done, you're going to get the results they have received. And you'll see more of that as I go through the presentation. So the BNB token that runs on the blockchain, this BNB blockchain, you can look this up yourself. You know, after the Zoom, you can go on a website that's, you know, you see all the different cryptocurrencies like CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and you see that the BNB token is one of the top tokens in the world, top 5. So we're not talking about acquiring a token that one day may do this, or one may do 100x or anything like that. I'm talking about something that has got great utility that people want, are using, and the more you can get off this, the better, in my opinion, right? So smart contracts running on the what we call the dApps with very low fees. This is another plus, my friends. When you're doing with transactions and doing many transactions, it's almost negligible of what the cost is with what we have on our hands here. Okay, so it's used for fees, staking, which is a way of basically just, you know, getting your money to grow and compound by you not taking it and utilizing it, and having many different things within the BNB network. So together, guys, we're talking about a way which supports trading, decentralized finance, otherwise known as DeFi, and the decentralization applications that you're going to be exposed to. So as I mentioned earlier, BNB is a top token. And like I said in my previous presentations, don't believe a word I say. Everything I do, fact check for yourself. Check it out. Go on CoinMarketCap, go on CoinGecko, and see for yourself the amount of volume that this token is doing and why it is the top 4 token right now. Could easily be increasing that in that top 5 situation there. So it's definitely something that right now is still under $1,000 to get involved with. All right, so it's still a great price to get engaged in this, and we're going to show you, my friends, by just a fraction of this, not even a tenth of this, what you're seeing, not even 1%, you can get involved with what we have with this platform. That's how easy we're making this platform for everybody around the world. So just to give you an idea of the BNB price, you know, we've had different rises. It's shown just from 2022 to 2024. It's been hovering around that $500 bracket. You know, when the market retraces and the market goes back up, you know, when the market goes down, goes back up, you know, it still holds its very good value because it's got utility. It's not going to go to zero. It's going to go up. And we're going to show you some predictions of people, analysts, who's given an idea of what this may end up being. But imagine in 2020. Now, I know every single one of you was around in 2020. All right. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on this Zoom. And so, again, it's just maybe lack of information. You may not have been aware of cryptocurrency. You may not have been aware of BNB. But if you did, if you can go back in time and get into that space machine and going back to the future with Marty, I'm sure you would go back to at least 2020, maybe 2008 even, when Bitcoin first came on the market for pennies on the dollar. I'm sure you'd even go back to 2020 where you can buy one of these for $20. Now, everybody on this call right now, you are early adopters, and you can pat yourself on the back or get somebody else to pat you on the back. You are an early adopter in the world of cryptocurrency. There's less than, you know, 95% of the population involved in this part of finance right now. It's only a matter of time before that will change. So you are an early adopter, and being an early adopter, you benefit from some of the things that maybe other people may be afraid of, to take that plunge and make, you know, hearing those bad news headlines to scare people off cryptocurrency. But my friends, there's nothing to be scared of. So we're talking about something here that says if you missed BTC, if you missed Ethereum, then do not miss BNB. Okay, and it says here it's still undervalued, and you can collect 5,000 plus BNB through this platform. Now, just even at $30 back in 2020, if you had the capability to accumulate 5,000 of that, I'm sure you'd be extremely happy. We're going to show you with today's value on what just collecting those kind of numbers could look like for you. Even if you was to get this 90% wrong, it will still be worth your time doing it, right? Their prediction here is that by the end of the year, this can go up to $856. Okay, so we're hovering around the $600 value right now. We could see this going up to maybe 856 just by doing nothing, sitting on your hands and getting BNB. You can maybe make a 25% gain. But look at this. If you're looking at 2026 now, and these years are just around the corner, my friends. This year is almost done. This month is one more day, and then we're into November. Before you know it, you're going to be hearing Christmas carols up and down the street. So we're very close to moving into 2025, and before you know it, it'll be 2026. They're looking at this token being at the value of $3,820 with a minimum price of $3,312. So by you just being on this Zoom, if all you got was a bit of an education of why you should have got BNB, I hope that's at least served that purpose. We're going to show you more on how you can actually start accumulating it via our program. By 2030, again, not too far away. If you just go back in time, my friends, just think about what the last 6-7 years was like in 2017. And it's like, wow, where did the years go? That's what's going to happen. 2030 is going to come. And some of you are going to position yourself financially to benefit from it. And some of you may not, okay, may not be your thing. Those of you who are, you're my audience I want to talk to tonight for you to really take what I'm saying seriously. The BNB price could surge to 10,000 a token, okay? So with it surging or not, we're going to show you how you can accumulate this BNB at a very affordable price. So what is opBNB? This is a derivative of the BNB token. So if you've got a Binance account, if you know what Binance is, you log in there. One of their networks is opBNB, which I love because the fees are so low. So it enhances the BNB chain for scalability. The different projects that can be rolled out on this for transactions and processing is fantastic. It's, so quick, lightning fast, integrating, again, part of that BNB ecosystem, which is, a huge system. If you look at different apps out there, a lot of them are using this token to do their business. Cost effective, low transaction fees, dApp support, and decentralized apps, which is obviously something that we've got our hands on. So we use an app called SafePal. But if SafePal is not to your liking, you can use MetaMask, you can use Trust Wallet, you can use a whole plethora of different apps, different what we call dApps. But we like SafePal for many reasons, and you'll see that as you download this app. Again, it's a free app you download on your phone, on an Android or your Apple phone, and then you're up and running. It's an instant. Once you download this app, you're literally up and running. Also, what I like about this app is if you're in the UK or in Europe, you can actually apply for a bank account, which is fantastic. So you can get a bank account from Switzerland and utilize that functionality, but that's more training for another time. So there's different ways in which people can integrate with SafePal. There's a hardware wallet, there's a software wallet, which I showed you with the app there with SafePal, security. Now, big thing with cryptocurrency and security is really important. So having what we call your private storage is really important. You're going to have these keys, these words, which is called your phrase. You're going to be given them, and you never want to share them with anybody. You never want to show them on a Zoom to anybody, because if somebody has that information, they can essentially take over your wallet and take over your funds. So, this is something that's private because it's decentralized. You are now the banker. How about that? We're changing the roles, my friend. Rather than you expecting to get maybe 1% a year on your money, you can flip the script and you can now be the banker and you control that. But you do need to take care of your affairs in terms of security, because now the funds are with you. So if you never had an opportunity like that before, now is your opportunity where you can make the money that these bankers are making And unfortunately, for the majority of the population, they're ending up with barely enough to even have a nice meal at the end of the year, based on what they're paying us. We're keeping our money in a bank. Anyway, let me come off that soap opera. So we got user-friendly integration here, real time, guys. This is as good as it gets. When you get any transactions here, you're going to see it immediately show up in your wallet. Okay, we're not waiting for a withdrawal date or time, or for the office to open. No, this is immediate. So this is huge. And compatibility wise, this integrates with the Binance Dex, okay, the Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Wallet Connect. These are, again, different exchanges, different ways in which this token can be utilized in the ecosystem, right? So how do you get started? All you do, as I mentioned, you download this app, this Web3 wallet. Now, the Web3 wallet, like I mentioned, could be your MetaMask, it could be your Trust wallet, could be SafePal. I'm going to stick with SafePal because SafePal is what we know and we like and we trust. And not to say we don't like the other ones, but everybody, knows the benefits of what we use in SafePal for. You're going to then top it up with BNB. Okay, so you get BNB from many different sources. And based on where you are in the world, you may need to convert some of that into BNB. You're going to register with the person who sent you onto this Zoom link. You're going to get their referral link and you're going to sign up with them, or they'll give you a link to register with. And then step 4, you're going to take this journey on us to acquire BNB. So guys, strap yourself in. We're going to take you on this journey on what we're going to do to accumulate BNB into our wallets. So you're going to look at this, and especially for you guys who've never seen cryptocurrency or not that familiar, don't get freaked out. I'm going to break this down so that it's clear exactly what we're doing here, so that you know what we're doing in this platform and in this program. So we all come in at this level at beginner. So every single person who decides to be part of our community, they come in to our platform and they pay 0.0044. And you might be saying, what is that? Is that a lot of money or is that a little bit of money? And so I'm going to translate these into pounds or dollars, sorry. So we use obviously an international currency, which is dollars. So we're going to show you, I'm going to do a bit of drawing on the screen real quick, and just to show you what that equates to. So we get started at beginner. So this is, actually, I'm not going to do it like that. So I get rid of that. I'm just going to put the dollar amount because that looks a bit funny. So that is going to be about $2, right? $2.50 to get started, right? Give and take 10 cents here and there. The price of BNB goes up. Guess what? This price is going to go up. But this is going to be a fixed price, 0.0044. So in 3 years time down the road, somebody joins RideBNB. They probably won't be paying $2.50. They may be paying $10.50 to join. Yeah, just giving an idea. But this is going to be a fixed amount, beginner level. So this, my friends, opens this up for every single person in any country around the world. I don't care what country they're in, getting access to $2.50 is achievable. So that's one really big plus with this platform. Nobody's going to get hurt here by having to put $10,000 in to get started and making, hopefully that back in 6 months' time. No, $2.50 is the bare minimum to get started. And we have different strategies around coming in at different levels or whatnot, but we're not asking for people to take out a loan or sell their favorite pet. No, $2.50 and you can get started with us, my friends. All the way to influencer. We're going to go through these and show you what that's all about. But essentially, my friends, you're going to utilize that money and with a couple of people, just with 2 people like and trust, is going to get you to the influencer level. Okay, and that's going to start expanding. And again, so the money you're making at the beginner level is going to allow you to upgrade yourself to the influencer level, which is $4.50. Just draw that in real quick. $4.50. Like I said, give and take to 10 cents here or there. Okay, as you're growing, and everybody's doing this in a with a strategy in mind. that's going to allow you all from your initial $2.50 out of pocket. You can actually start growing your capital and building from one level to another. Okay. The goal is you're going to go from beginner. You're going to use that money and continue doing this to achiever, which is again about $9. And I'm just going to do it to the last level, ambassador. And then you're going to keep doing this, my friends, and then you're going to end up from your initial outlay. It's going to take you to ambassador. Okay. So you're coming at $2.50. That organization, this is a community build, my friends. Yeah. It's not, we're not expecting 1% deal a day, 1.25% a day kind of deal. We're people. We're working together. It's a community effort. We're working this, and as a result of that, as we're receiving money, this money, my friends, will hit your wallet, and it's up to you if you decide to spend that money on a Starbucks or you reinvest that into your own program. That's within your means. But if you lose out on money, you've only got yourself to blame. But no one, you don't need to request a withdrawal when you start receiving that money. It's going to hit your wallet the moment activity happens. So that's going to continue, my friends, all the way to these nice levels where you're going to see a way in which you can actually start earning from the whole organization as a passive stream of income. So let's just move forward, and so I can break this down with a bit more information. So these are the 12 levels you want to get to. And if you're anything like me, you know, when I see these things, names, you know, they all look nice, emperor, mentor, blah, blah. But show me the money. What's the money? Like, I want to know what the money is at. All right. And I'm going to just tell you this. For those of you who just want to know the money, like right now, is it worth your time? Is it worth you doing? By you just getting yourself to the ambassador level, you know, you're looking at, you know, going from here, from $2.50 to here. Once this level is complete, you're looking at $288. Once you go to pioneer level, you're looking at over $1,000. And then once you get down to the Titan level, even maybe slightly before that, we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars. So when you get to the Titan, we're talking at over over $250,000 that you're earning from BNB when that's
Really?
all said and done. Somebody's got excited, and you've got every reason to do so. So we've not even got started yet, my friends. So that just gives you an idea. As you're progressing through the model here, Sister Kai, your mic is keep muting. If you can take care of that, that'd be great. Thank you very much. We're going to show you why this has now attracted over 150,000 people in less than 90 days around the world. And it's helping change the financial trajectory of so many lives already. Okay, so let's move on. So as you get involved in this, my friends, this is your direct income. Okay, this is you get involved and you're in the system, okay, with your $2.50. Once you make that payment from the person who sent you the referral link to become a member, you're going to receive money instantly directly to you the moment those people that join underneath you with your link. So it's immediate 100% you're going to receive that. So this just gives you an idea. If we're looking at the numbers here, one person is going to give you 0.004. The same 0.004 that you used to join, which was actually 0.044, you're going to start receiving 0.004 of that. You get two people, you've got 0.008, and you keep going all the way down. This is just showing you if you're constantly referring using your referral link. Now we have different strategies based on getting to working in depth, as opposed to necessarily just going wide, and how that is helping people hit those levels. These levels that I spoke about, my friends, these levels are getting achieved by people coming together and working it as a unit. Okay, so we've got members here who are at the ambassador level, the pioneer level, mentor level, champion level, director level, all within a very short period of time based on the same 0.0044 entry level that we all come in at and do, right? So I'm gonna start putting some numbers here so that it's clear in your mind what level, because I know one thing for sure, my friends. I've been around this industry, around cryptocurrency, since 2015, and I've been part of many platforms And I would say a lot of those platforms aren't around today. They promise a lot, they show a lot, and sometimes greed gets in the way, right? This is a smart contract, which is what I love. It's no that human element. I trade the markets, and the human element sometimes makes me lose money and makes me get greedy. Here, my friends, it's code. It's already written. You do the work, you get paid. Yeah. Men lie, women lie. As we know, these numbers don't lie. So I'm just going to show you just through numbers by you following a simple set of rules that how you can start making money. You load up your wallet, get started, get yourself positioned. Whoever's invited you onto this call will be able to guide you on doing that. And you can actually be earning money by the time, after the Zoom. That's how quickly it happens because we don't have to wait until payday, right? So let's make every day a payday if that's something you are interested in. So I'm going to start writing on my screen again, just to give some context, because especially if you see these numbers, does it mean anything to you right now? I'm going to show you why in dollar amount, why you want to pay attention to what I'm sharing here. All right. So let me bring out my little driver here. So again, you start with two people, and if everybody did this in tangent, I've seen this plan more times than I can, I've had hot dinner. This is a 2 by 12 matrix. That means there's two people at the top, all the way at the bottom. There's on the 12th level, there's 4,000 people with a total of 8,000 people. If you do this correctly with everybody working in this community, you're going to end up with 12.286 BNB. And you may have seen on the flyer for this presentation, that is a crazy amount of BNB, right? When all is said and done, right? This is just upgrading, sorry. This is just the upgrading amount. So essentially from the money that's coming in, your total outlay from the money that's coming in, it would be 12 BNB, but you're going to end up with 330,000 BNB, 33,000 BNB, which equates to millions of dollars. And again, I know I took this, when I saw this, I said, there's no way in the world that you can get involved in a program for $2.50 and make thousands of dollars, anything of significance. I'm not interested, next kind of thing. That was my attitude because I saw this probably about 3 to 4 weeks before I actually got involved. And then I started to learn about the incomes some of the people have been earning. And I'm like, okay, I may have to rethink what I said. So let's go, friends. Let's go. When you you come in at the beginning, you get two people in, that's going to pay you. Now, can you see here your total reward, right? Let me bring up my highlighter. Your total reward here is 0.008. You need to have 0.063 to upgrade, and then you're good to go. So you're gonna end up with a little bit extra on every level that you start receiving money. So this is another thing I like about this. Your money is starting to top up in your wallet even after you've upgraded to the next level. So we're going to go from this one again, 0.006, and you're going to get rewarded a total of 0.024. Out of that, you're going to use pretty much half of that to upgrade, and then you're going to start receiving that as a reward. And so you can see, you're going to start accumulating BNB as we go. I'm going to keep going through this and then get to a point where we're going to show you at a pioneer level, you're going to end up with 32 people total on your 5th level. And that's going to give you a total of 1.536 BNB. But to upgrade, my friends, you're using only 0.0979. You're going to end up with 1.44. So we spoke about all of this stuff, right? What is a BNB, all this kind of stuff. I do want to give it some context here. Oops, give it some context here in what that looks like. 1.4 BNB, let's say, for example, $600 is 1 BNB. We can safely say that you've made over $600. More closes, more like 6.5. Sorry, 6. Let's say 6.5. Let's say we're close to $1,000, 1.44 BNB at this stage. So let's just put some numbers here so it gives you some context to work with. So when you get paid out at the top level, you're going to earn $5.24. What I love about that, my friends, is proof of concept. You can, for $2, $40, $50, $2.50, get involved and immediately start earning. Okay, receiving money, because a lot of the times we join platforms, we join programs, and then they say, have you been paid yet? That's the first thing people tell you. Have you received any money? And you're like, it's coming in a week's time. Here, my friends, the moment somebody joins with your link, you're going to get paid. So that's a total of $5, $5.24. I'm just going to use that based on the figures I had at the time. You're going to utilize that. Like I said, use a piece of that. You're going to upgrade to the influencer level. That's a total payout of $18, as I was sharing earlier. $18. You're going to use a portion of that, and you're going to, as you notice, the higher the level you go, the more people on that level are able to pay you. Okay, because it's fixed. The numbers are fixed. We can't get 12 people on your level 3. It only accommodates 8. So therefore, you're going to get a maximum of 8 people paying you for a total of $72. All right. So this is a business, my friends, that you can start for less than a cup of coffee and actually be making some significant money at the end of the day, right? So let's keep going. Ambassador now, you're going to have a total of 16 people paying you 0.024. Let's say that in dollars, that's $288 on that level. As you keep going, you're going to go to the Pioneer level. Now you're looking at 32 people paying you 0.048 BNB. This is where I've mentioned you're going to end up with over $1,000, and it's a total of payout of 1,152. Like I said, it's probably a bit more than that now because the price of BNB has gone up. Now we go to mentor level 6, 64 people, a total, a total of 64 people would be paying you. So you may have some people in tangent paying you based on what level you're on, paying you on level 6, paying you on level 5 as you go, because not everybody may be, filling out their whole level 5 at the same time. You're maybe 2 people short, but now you've got people spilt onto your level 6. So you're now receiving some mentor money and some pioneer money, but you can only get paid on the level you are at. So if you're utilizing this money's coming in and your mind is not sharp, you're not paying attention, you could basically, if you're not working closely, and this is what I strongly encourage, work closely with the person who brought you in. You may be busy doing other things, but don't take your eye off this, because things are happening at a fast rate and you may miss out. You don't need to. So $4,608 is a total payout at mentor level. Now, I'm just going to stop here for a second because I've gone through some numbers here, $5 here, $18 here, 72. And, we could just go through the numbers and say, oh yeah, this number here, that. I really want to anchor this in, my friends. Every single level is a level worth celebrating. Every single achievement, from you going from beginner, completing beginner, and going to influencer. Now, obviously, it's got to do in tangent. You're not going to earn $5.24 and then, go and buy a bottle of champagne. But you're going to do something that's going to anchor that in. You hit that goal, and your goal may be, get into mentor. You want to hit mentor. You want to be making 4,000. And for some people, this is enough to literally make a massive difference in their lives in a big, massive way. Even getting to the pioneer level and making over $1,000 from a program could be extremely significant, could be the difference between maybe foreclosure in some situations, my friends. People are getting out of debt and staying out of debt because of what they're making in this platform. So I just want you to just have something in mind that you are working towards, and don't just go through the run of the mill. I would be remiss to do that without actually saying that, because it's really important. Going to champion now, level 7, 128 people total on that level. Every time I hear champion, I just think of Buju. I mean, he's really messed me up with that champion thing now. But anyway, 0.192. You've got that coming to you from every single person. When that level completes, you're now making 24 BNB. I'm going to save you the calculations on that one. This is now, we're talking about $15,000. Okay, we've got people in our community who've never made this kind of money before, now making it. Why? Because of how this program works. Okay, this is not exclusive for leaders only or people who've got a massive network. This is for anybody who's willing to engage and stay focused for 90 days. I know it's difficult in the world we're in, but just stay focused for the next 90 days, for the end of the year even, and see what this could do for you. Director, level 8, 256 people total. I'm not going to go through every single level. Just bear with me. I want to get to something before I do that. 63,000, my friends. Now, there's a number on here that's going to be a peak number for some of you. Some of you are like, nah, 15,000. I wouldn't get out of bed for that. Some of you are like, 15,000? My God, if I could do that, I don't even earn that in my 9 to 5. If I can do that, I don't have to, I can give up one of my jobs, or I can now do something with my children. So I really want to anchor this in when I mentioned in these numbers, and it just doesn't mean a formality. You don't just come on a Zoom and we're just here for 30 odd minutes talking and it doesn't resonate, sink in. I really want this to hit where this can make a difference for you. I just want to go here, $253,000. Now, I said when I first saw this that, yeah, I'm not, who's interested in $2.50? I'm not interested. And then I found out there were people making over 100 BNB. Now, do you think that got my attention, or you think that got my attention? Guys, it got my attention, which is why I'm here, which is why some of the other people are here, which is why you're probably being invited onto the Zoom, because we're seeing the fruits of this, and the program is not even 90 days old. What you can do in the next 90 days is totally down to you. But what we know, we've now got a past of what has been achieved all on the smart contract. I'm going to speed up, guys, because I'm conscious of time. Level 9, Titan, right? 512, a maximum of 512 people. Now, how long will this take? I don't know. I have no idea how long this will take for you to get this complete. All I do know is that there are people who are hitting these levels and achieving these levels all the way to Emperor, and the program is not even 90 days old. That's all I can tell you. People are at the top of the compensation model and we're not even 90 days in. So let's have a look at this. 927. This is probably more like $1 million right now in truth, because of the price of BNB. But let's just keep it at $927,000. Okay, 936. Okay, so I wanted to get to this level and the next one, because I want to talk about something that happens when you get to this level. Okay, so when you become a Titan, some people in the community, guys, are ready at the Titan that we're working with. They're one step away from Titan. That means they're now earning from level 9 as well as their 8, 7, 6. It's all accumulative. So whatever you've earned on here, you know, just do the math. Just do the math on all of this BNB that's accumulating. And then we're just going to leave it at Titan. Because when you get to Titan, my friends, you now become part of a pool of money that is not just you and your network. This is the whole, we're talking about over 150,000 members. By the time one of you guys maybe get to Icon, you may have another several thousand. All right. And guess what? You're going to be paid a percentage in that. We'll show you what that looks like in a second. But again, these are, for some people, obscene figures. Did I get that number right just now? Titan, or did I jump something? No, that's right. So Titan now, I've got the numbers wrong, guys. I've messed up something along the way. Titan is actually 927,000. I did put that, but I've got it as level 10. Something's wrong on my sheet, guys. Anyway, I've got it right, but it's not tallying up with that. I see what's happened. I see what's happened. So Icon is number 10. That's 927,000. So just bear with me. That's for that number there. I literally jumped, hop, skipped a number, but I want to get to this last level here, Legend. All right. So Legend is over $4 million. All right. Let me just leave that there, because it's just numbers right now, guys. Numbers on a sheet, right? Numbers on a screen that translate into your bank account. But $4 million, again, I would, some people would just look at this. I looked at this and I was like, come on, give me a break. $2.50 and you're going to make $4 million. Okay, let's see. All I'm going to say is, guys, if you never ever get to anywhere of these numbers, you never made $4 million. You never made $927,000. You never made $253,000. All right. But you made maybe a tenth of that. If you was to make $25,000 in the next 90 days, guys, I'm going to want some interaction at this point. just put a yes in the chat, or fire or something. Put something in the chat so that I know that I'm talking to people who are still alive and with me on the Zoom. If you was to make an extra 25,000, even if you got this all wrong and all I said you could not achieve or you didn't achieve, but you still was able to pull out an extra 25,000, or maybe an extra 90,000, even if you got Titan totally wrong, you didn't end up with 512 people. You ended up with a tenth of that. All right. You ended up with like 50 people at Titan. Would it still be worth it? Okay. I've got some yeses. I've got some thumbs. Absolutely, my friends. So I'm a realist. Okay. I've been around this block a long time. I'm not here to blow smoke and get people excited about making seven figures and sort of stuff like that. But making an extra 20,000, 40,000, 50,000, even if you don't know what you're doing, is more than possible with what we have here. Okay, so thanks for that, guys. Thanks for your feedback. So what we're going to do, I'm going to clear this off. And I spoke again just about what happens when you get to these levels: icon, legend, and emperor. If anything, guys, do not switch off. I'm going to highlight this real quick before I move on. Do not switch off until you get to Titan and into these levels. All right. Whatever goal you need to set for yourself. You don't watch Coronation Street. You don't go a certain place. You don't do whatever it is that you're going to say. People give up something for Lent. I want you to embody that in what we're doing here. Give up something until you hit this level. Please don't say food. Because I don't know on my conscience somebody didn't make it because they didn't eat. But please, just have something that is tangible that you're willing to give up until you become an icon in this platform. Whatever it is for you, only you know what that may be. And let's move on to the next level. Let me just clear my screen real quick and let's get going. So I said, why am I emphasizing the icon, legend, and emperor? Even though I've got the numbers a bit hashed, why am I emphasizing it? Because when you get to that level, there's another income stream that opens up to you, almost like Pandora's box. It opens up to you. It's like, wow, something new is happening for me. So again, this is a very straightforward compensation, 2x12 compensation model, right? You come in level 1, even if you wanted to jump and you might have the financial means and you're like, you know what? I've got $10,000 already. Let me just pay my way. You still have to come in at beginner level, and it probably wouldn't make sense you doing that anyway. So you come in where you fit in, and of course we have different strategies based on how we are going about doing our business. So just to shows you what happens, you come in, the referral link that you shared with persons on your level 1 and 2, they're paying you directly. What's going to happen is, as these members, as you upgrade yourself, and it's really important, as you're receiving the money, there's no auto step up button for you to go up to the next level. It's down to you to use that money in the way you see fit, which should be to upgrade yourself to the next level. So you go up from beginner to influencer. Now, these people who are on your level 2 are now going to be able to pay you because they are now on your level 2. If you stayed there and you use the money that you just made, that $5 or whatever that you made, and you didn't choose to upgrade for whatever reason, you would obviously not be able to participate in that. So it's always important to be at least one step ahead of the people that are in your organization. You can see this very easy with our app. We've made it very easy. So first level, income 1 and 2 come to you. Second level, 3, 4, 5, and 6 will come to you as you've upgraded to that level. We had on a Zoom today, somebody upgraded late. So the people that were on his level 2, for example, upgraded, but he hadn't upgraded. So he missed out on that payment. But if he took care of business when he did, then the remaining people who've not upgraded yet, he will still be able to participate. It's a smart contract. We can't go to admin and say, admin, that person upgraded before me. Can you reverse? No, it's a smart contract. It's gone. You got to just move on, learn from it, and make sure you're one step ahead of the people that you're working with. Third level, again, level 7 to 14 come to you. Fourth level, so forth and so forth. So I mentioned it's a 2x12 matrix. So 2 on the top, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, etc., etc. Okay, all the way to the 12th level. So you're going to be paid at different junctures based on your level in the program. So guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to bring this to a close. Your royalty income. You earn a 1% royalty income here, applied to every deposit and distributed as follows. Okay. Your level, as I mentioned, the icon, I was kind of laboring on it because you're going to start earning a percentage. This is a 1% that is split between all the members who are at the icon level, legend, and emperor. So when you are logging into your app, you're going to see the amount of people that are at these levels. And there's not not tens of thousands of people at this level. So you have a chance to really benefit from this, pool of money that is there once you get to this level. And it's a royalty income up to 1.5 times whatever that level pays at. So not only are you making, you should, again, no incomes claims here, but at this level, you get into icon making a decent fair bit amount of money that I showed you was possible from the previous slides. You're now going to start receiving an additional cash flow coming in. More BNB, guys, more BNB. So again, this is a great accumulator for BNB. So if you've come on late, if you've misheard what I said, take this away from you, okay? This is decentralized. There's no central authority. We're not getting, the CEO who's got greedy and moved the goalposts. I've seen this too many times happening in this industry when people who've never made money before decide to change the rules. It's coded, guys. You just need to work it. It's public, it's traceable, all the transactions. It's resistance to tampering and fraud. It's permanent. It's unaltered records, guys. It's there. You're going to see it on the blockchain. Efficient, automated via smart contract. And the cost is so cheap, fewer intermediaries. We don't need no hopping from one party to another. It's so done on the platform in Safe Power or whatever you use them. And it's enhanced trust amongst participants. Well, that's their verbiage there. Now, guys, I want you to understand this. That you're building phase 1 of your network. Phase 1. Your network, imagine this, is a distribution channel for what's going to come next. Okay, so we're not just sitting on this program. What you're seeing right now is not what's going to be like this maybe a year from now when other people are coming in, when some of these milestones are starting to open up with the gaming token, with the gaming projects. We know this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Okay, exchanges, making money on exchanges using the BNB token and things of that nature. Whatever milestone 4 would be, but owning an NFT, if you know about NFTs, that's another way in which people are going to be able to be remunerated here. What about a trading bot? Everybody loves trading. They love a bot. I just got asked today, do you have a trading bot that I can use? Everybody likes trading to one extent until they lose money. All right, we all love it. And Web3 milestones, right? Web3 projects. So again, more decentralized projects using what we have. Do you think that there's going to be more need for BNB than there is right now? Of course, my friends, of course. So right now you're seeing one phase, and this phase is cleverly building a network where these things will start to just take on a life of its own, because you're doing the groundwork right now, and the groundwork looks pretty good earning wise. But then add these on top, and then you're having a different conversation with people who may not be interested in RideBNB right at this stage, but you speak to them about gaming token, you speak to them about an exchange, and you're having a different conversation. So seeing to the future what we're doing here. Again, I'm not going to regurgitate everything that's there, but guys, I want to thank you for your time tonight. We have a really, really good program on our hands, and I want to address something real quick, okay? And thanks for your feedback here on the call. I love this statement: unity in purpose, strength in numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to be purpose driven. It's not, I don't think it's in our capability and in our capacity to be purpose driven people, not just doing things just for, another seeing a year out and it's the same as 2023. We've got to make sure 2024 is better than 2023. This is, for me personally, a way in which I can touch another life with a very low entry. It's not going to hurt them, $2.50, but if the capacity of earning what we're talking about is there, and for all to see. Now, these are the different domains. And one thing we saw earlier today, for those of us that were on the call, is this is a smart contract. There's different domains and everything. You can go onto the smart contract itself in your back office on your phone, and you can see that and check it out for yourself. Actually, maybe want to quickly check that. You can see the smart contract address. And what I love about it, my friends, there is nothing in it. Did you hear me? There's zero in the smart contract. Now, normally, the companies that rug pull us, and those of you who've never experienced a rug, I'm so glad you're seeing RideBNB, because there's no rug in here. That means a rug pull is basically they show you a smart contract that's got millions of dollars in, and then they take that money in a back door and it's gone. The money in RideBNB, my friends, is in your wallet, in your capability. So with that, my friends, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to stop the recording and let us have a couple of questions.